the serosa, where you see the blood vessels, which shows much congestion. Now, there's a question that was asked of me a while ago. How do we distinguish active congestion from that of passive congestion? Short of having this picture alone. Morphologically, you cannot. No? Just by the picture, you cannot say if it's really passive or active. No? So, but given the case that you are given here, an appendix, then you have to think more of the active type of congestion. Okay? Since we're in the appendix and it shows congestion, I would not, because when you go to inflammation, you will still be looking at I think, the same slide. No? This would also show inflammation. Ina-advance ko na lang na. Well, how do we go about looking at the inflammatory process? There are lots of inflammatory cells in the background, in the so this is a congested blood vessel, another congested blood vessel here and then there, and you have lots of inflammatory cells in the interstitium. You see the neutrophil here at the periphery of this vessel wall. It is trying to go out into the interstitium. And as you move to the area of the muscle layer, of the appendix, you will note lots of inflammatory cells in between the muscle layer. And this is actually the basis of calling appendicitis. We sign out cases of appendix with appendicitis once we see inflammatory cells within the muscle layer of the appendicium, which means there is an ongoing inflammatory process of the entire appendix. So, if you notice, this hemodynamic change of congestion is really related to an inflammatory process. So when you go to inflammation, we will be using the same slide to show you this picture. But suffice it to say that for this particular culture, the congestion process here is the lesion, or the one that we want to focus on. Okay? So basically, you can see